The roots of education are bitter, yet the fruits are sweeter. And if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're determined to learn, no one is gonna stop you. Remember, Brains on the Go, sponsored by Macmillan, gets to meet students who reap the fruits of education because of their willingness to learn. Hello viewers at home, my name is Banenhle Smelane. We are at Staggy Hotel for the moment we have been building on. This season, we have a new host by the name of Samgelisiwe Mtshali. Over to you, Samu. Thank you, Banenhle. Greetings, viewers at home. Welcome to our show, Brains on the Go 2021 on Eswatini TV. I'd like to acknowledge Macmillan, our major sponsor, who has always been with us ever since the beginning of the show in 2008. Not forgetting Ubombo Sugar as well as Staggy Hotel, who saw it fit to sponsor us since we are in their home region, Lubombo region, of course. Your host for this season is Ms. Mtshali. Let me introduce my generous and beautiful judges, Mrs. Kelly Sbiya, Mr. Chwanis Masilela, Nomcebo Mgomezulu, as well as Pumzile Dlamini. Well, the people of the moment. Let me introduce my friends. Let us then get to the business for today. Episode 1, part 1, round 1. Remember, it's a no cramming game, but just a pop quiz. So relax. Are you all ready? Okay. This is general knowledge, but it's current affairs, okay? So I expect you to know this as it is current affairs. What do you associate the following words with? I am going to start with Mahlubandile. J&J, J&J.
Excuse me, please repeat that one for me.
Johnson & Johnson, if you want a clue.
A vaccine.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Chalagele, looting.
I think a disease.
No, it's associated with the strike that happened some few months ago. And then Tubalake, self-quarantine.
Staying alone, away from people.
I'll give it to you. It's isolating, what we normally do when you are found that you have COVID-19. Tandega, zinc.
Zinc is the tablets that you get when you are suffered from COVID-19. It helps you in the process.
Process of what? Correct.
Of recovery.
It's correct. E-learning for you, Sabelo. E-learning.
I think it goes with the internet.
Internet what?
Learning, like learning online.
Correct. Florence, sort of. SO2E03.
It is an act that deals with people who sexually or physically abuse others.
I'll give it to you, though it's said to be sexual offense and domestic violence, okay? Virtual.
Virtual.
Yes.
I think it's talk about something that is not being seen by us.
No. It's probably virtual meeting when you are not physically there, but you will use the modes of technology to do something, probably get to a meeting, okay? Security forces, Lindile. security forces?
It's a company that protects people.
Like what?
Like also.
Okay, I'll give it to you. We talk of police, soldiers, and warders. Okay? Talani, dehydration. Dehydration.
Any clue?
Something that has to do with health.
Dehydration, I think it's a sickness. Yes, whereby you are dehydrated.
I normally say when you are giving meaning of a word, you don't use it again in the meaning, okay? But I'm not going to give it to you. It's drinking water often, so that you don't get dehydrated. Okay. Fumigation, nonhle?
Fumigation, it has to do with spraying to protect. For instance, if you are fumigating pests.
Okay, I'll give it to you. You fumigate for disinfection, or as you said, when you are dealing with pests. PPE, sanasiwe. PPE.
Can I have a clue?
Hospital. Funerals. I'm sorry, my dear, but it's protective equipment used in hospitals. Nowadays, we use it for COVID-19. You will see people when attending the undertakers and funerals wearing it. You understand? Okay, screening, Menzi.
Well, screening, this is the use of the temperature, the measure of the temperature to isolate people with COVID, I think.
Let me give it to you, but it's checking for COVID-19 symptoms, what you normally do before you get to class in schools, right? Okay, Nogwanda, active COVID-19 cases.
Active COVID-19 cases, I think they refer to the individuals that are found with COVID-19 positive currently, who are infected with COVID-19.
Okay, let me give it to you, but we usually say it's active because it is still in your body. So it's people who still have the virus in their bodies, the COVID-19, okay? Eucalyptus, ketoguhle. Eucalyptus.
Any clue?
Nowadays, it is something that is going off the shelves. They buy it, they use it when they are doing something. Nowadays, we started using it in 2019. I'm sorry, but it is oil that is usually used. Nowadays, we use it for steaming. They say it protects us from COVID-19. Careful, careful. Curfew.
Curfew.
Let me give you spelling maybe as a clue. C-U-R-F-E-W. C-U-R-F-E-W. Sorry, my dear, your time is up, but it is specified hours for being indoors. Okay? Nowadays, we are told that we don't have to go out after 8. Okay? Okay, let us go to part 1, round 2. Tolagele, you are going to start us off. It's Eswati questions, okay? Names of places where certain animals live in. Likaya letilwane letitsite, okay? I'll give you the name of the animal and you are going to tell me where it stays, okay? For an example, I say banvu, you say ekai, okay? Linjwele?
Ekhaya. Ehokweni.
Correct, my dear. Let me give it to you. Ingulube tubalake?
Ehokweni.
Correct. Tandega lizinyane lenyoni?
Esidlekeni.
Correct. Sabelo sicoco?
Emandini.
Correct. Florence litata?
Liyahlala emantini nasehokweni.
Correct. Sibusisekile inyoka?
Emgodini.
Correct. Slindile tinyosi?
Esihlahleni. Ebhokisini.
No, my dear. Natihlala esihlahleni, it has to be a hall. So kumele kube ngumgodzi. Libhokisi, it's a modernized thing lele sesitendela kona nyalo. Okay? Impala? Celani? Correct. Umsunvu? Nonhle?
Edzakeni.
Correct. Ingobiyane sanesiwe?
Emahlathini.
Correct. Ligenge? Menzi?
Estvulini.
Correct. Kwanda umcwicwi?
Etshanini.
Correct. Khethokuhle babuli?
Emantini.
That's correct. Nguleko ligunvane?
Emahlathini. Nasekhaya liyahlala.
I'm sorry, my dear. Lihlala emgodzini. Nalihlala ekhaya litaba nemgodzi walo lalitawungena khona. Okay. Mahlubandile, yours is Shaka.
Elwandle.
That's correct. Let us then take a short break. We'll come back for episode 1, part 2, round 1. Welcome back, viewers. We are just from a break. Mahlubandile, how did you find the last part?
I think the last part was quite simple. It's just that the hardest part was like controlling my nerves and trying to get the better of them. I think going forward, everything is going to be quite simple and you're going to try remain cool, calm, and focused.
Okay, thank you, Nonhle.
Well, at first it was intimidating, but then as the mic came closer, I saw that it was simple. It was better because I was much used to how you asked us the questions.
Thank you. What advice would you give to your friends, newfound friends?
Okay, let's continue staying cool.
Okay, thank you. I hope they're going to do that. Episode 1, part 2, round 2. Tubalake, you are going to start us off. It's Bible questions. I hope, do you go to church?
Yes.
Okay, I hope we are going to nail this one. What are the following people famous for in the Bible? Yours is Eve.
Eve.
Yes.
As the first woman that God created.
Correct. Tandega? Noah?
Noah was instructed to build an ark.
That's correct. Cain? Cain Sabelo. Cain. C-A-I-N.
I think Cain was the brother of Abel in the Bible.
Correct. Job? Florence?
Who?
Job?
Job.
J-O-B.
Job, I think it's this man who got tempted. He took all his belongings.
Correct, but please remember to speak up. Judas Iscariot, Busisekile?
It's the person who sold Jesus.
Correct. Thomas, Lindile.
Thomas, it is the man that doubted that Jesus was alive.
Correct. Delila. Delani. Delilah.
I think it was the lady that was a girlfriend to Delilah, a girlfriend to Samson.
Correct. Elijah. Nonhle.
Elijah was one of Jesus' disciples.
No, he was a prophet. Greatest prophet. Peter. Sane.
Peter.
Yes.
He was honest. He was a good friend of Jesus.
He was a?
Good friend of Jesus.
Okay. But I would prefer if you say a disciple. Okay. Moses.
Moses was one figure whom God used to lead his people out of slavery in Egypt.
That's correct. Paul. Nogwanda.
Paul.
Yes.
Paul was Jesus' apostle, or he was a prophet, an apostle.
Okay, I give it to you when you say he was an apostle, but he was struck by lightning. Okay. Saul.
Saul. Saul was, who's this guy? Saul was this guy who, yabalega lo.
Okay. He was a king of Israel. To be precise, he was the first king of Israel. Okay. Joseph.
Unang lebe kazonda bomnakabo bamdayisa wagcina sa induna angduna nkulu waseGibhithe.
Okay, Ngulego, please answer in English. Okay.
He was the loved one in his family, among his brothers, and out of hatred, his brothers sold him.
That's correct. I'll give it to you. Mashubandile. Ishmael.
Ishmael, he was one of the 12.
He was one of?
He was one of the 12.
Please speak up, the judges can't hear.
He was one of the 12.
12?
The 12 apostles.
No. He was the son of Abraham. Jezebel?
Jezebel.
Yes.
I think Jezebel is the demon.
I'm sorry, Talagele. She was a prostitute and a killer. Okay. Okay, let us go to part 2, round 2. Tandega, you are going to start us off. It's English questions, okay? You are going to complete the following expressions. I give you a clue for the word that you are going to say, okay? I give you the letter that you're going to use to construct the word that is missing, all right? Okay? She is cool as a C. She is cool as a C. The word starts with a C.
Excuse me, she is cool as a?
C. The word starts with a C.
She's cool as a?
I'm sorry, your time is up, but she's cool as a cucumber. Sorry. Sabelo, my money is going down the D. My money is going down the D.
Down the D.
Yes.
Is the word start with D?
Yes.
Down the depth.
Down?
Depth.
No, it's down the train. Florence, if the cap fits W. If the cap fits W and the last word is it, W it.
If the cap fits
Yes.
well,
Sorry?
well.
Well.
If the cap
Fits.
fits.
Yes. Sorry, time up. It's wear it. Cap being the head, okay? Specifically, yours is the car was so expensive, he paid through the N for it. N, yes.
N.
Yes.
Can you repeat the sentence?
The car was so expensive, he paid through the N for it. Sorry, your time is up. He paid through the nose. Nose. Slindile, yours is, it took donkey dash donkey Y. It took donkey Y for the students to finally guess what the feeling of expressions was all about.
Yes.
Correct, my dear. Telani, yours is, he celebrates his birthday once in a blue M. Once in a blue M.
Once in a blue M.
Yes. M-O.
Once in a blue Monday.
You tried, but it's blue moon. Yes. Nonhle, yours is, he likes working in the garden. He has green F. He likes working in the garden. He has green F.
F. Can I have the second letter? Fingers.
Correct. Why did you want the second letter? Sane, I do not like soccer. It is not my cup of
Tea.
Thank you. Kalipi, every cloud has a silver L. Every
Lining.
cloud. Sorry?
Lining.
Correct. I am not in the best of moods, Nogwanda. I am feeling a bit under the W. I am not in the best of moods, Nogwanda. I am feeling a bit under the W.
Can I have the second letter?
E.
With.
Correct. Ketoguhle, she is in such a bad mood. She woke up on the other side of
The bed.
correct. Yes. You are happy, I can see. Gulego, he does not want to take a decision. He is sitting on the F.
Can I have the second letter?
E, F, E.
Statement.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not generous enough. If I give you the third letter, I'll be giving you the answer. He does not want to take a decision. He is sitting on the F, E. Time, I'm sorry. It's he's sitting on the fence. Mahlubandile. I am going there, come rain or S.
Sunshine.
Correct. Tolagele, I have given up. I want to pull the P. I have given up. I want to pull the P.
Can I have the second letter?
Please speak up and hold the microphone.
Can I have the second letter?
PL.
PL.
Mm-hmm.
Place.
No, it's plug, my dear. Tubalake. Yours is, I tried talking to him, but I hit A, S.
S.
N.
Snow.
That's not correct. It's I hit a snake. Okay. Thank you. That's all for part 2. Welcome back to part 3, round 1. Thandeka, how did you find the last part?
Oh no. I made a loss. Oops. But guys, just continue, relax. Don't be like me. I was nervous, you know. He was cool as a sea. Can you imagine? Cool as a sea. Oh no.
I'm sorry, Thandeka. As I said earlier on, it is just a game. It's not a cramming game, but it's just a quiz, okay? Menzi, how did you find the last part?
Well, with me, it was a relaxing experience as opposed to the first round. I think it's safe to say a piece of cake.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'd say let's continue, enjoy this moment and give it our best shot.
All right, thank you, Menzi. I hope you took Menzi's advice. Okay. Thandeka, you are going to start us off. Is it you?
No, it's
Why don't you start us off? You can. Okay, Sabelo, over to you. It's science questions. By the way, what's your favorite subject at school?
Science.
Sorry?
Science.
Science. Oh, so it's a perfect start for you. Okay. Okay, you're going to say yes or no for these questions. All right? Sabelo. An elephant matures after 20 years.
An elephant.
Matures after 20 years.
No.
That's incorrect. Actually, it does matures after 20 years, okay? Florence, reptiles do not care for their young ones after birth. Remember, it's yes or no?
No.
Okay, it's incorrect, they do. Specifically, cross-pollinated flowers do not survive. Cross-pollinated flowers do not survive.
No.
Correct. Slindile, water or moisture is one of the conditions necessary for germination.
Yes.
Correct. Telani. Some land animals develop their young ones outside their bodies. Some land animals develop their young ones outside their bodies.
No.
I'm sorry, it is correct. The answer is yes. Nonhle? Most animals living in water carry out external fertilization.
Yes.
Correct. Sanesiwe. Germination is about seedling growing a fruit. Germination is about seedling growing a fruit.
No.
Correct. Menzi, water is an agent of pollination.
Yes, it is.
Correct. Gwanda, after fertilization, the pollen grains have to be transferred to the stigma.
After.
Yes.
Can you please repeat the question?
After fertilization, the pollen grains have to be transferred to the stigma.
It's no.
You said it?
No.
Correct. Ketoguhle, animals and plants have special cells for producing young ones.
Animals and
Plants have special cells for producing young ones.
I go with yes.
Correct. Were you guessing? You were. You look like you were guessing. Good luck. Please smile. Stop frowning. Please smile. Thank you. I wanted to see that. Okay. Groups of tissues which perform the same work make up a cell.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's no. They make up an organ. Okay? Mahlubandile. All living cells contain a jelly-like substance. All living cells contain a jelly-like substance.
No.
The answer is yes. All things are made up of cells.
No.
The answer is yes. Tubalake. A group of organs make up a system.
Yes.
Correct. Tandega. After fertilization, an ovary becomes a flower. After fertilization, an ovary becomes a flower.
No.
Sorry?
No. After fertilization.
Yes.
After fertilization, an organ becomes
An ovary, sorry,
ovary. No.
becomes a flower.
No.
Correct. Okay, that is the end of part 3, round 1. Part 3, round 2. Sabelo, it's Swati questions. Shano lamagama ngesingisi unike linye. I am going to give you a Siswati word and you are going to give me an English word, which means it's a synonym. Or mkondvofana, I'm sure you did that in Form 1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Gutamula,
It's Launi.
spelling please.
L-O-W-N.
I'm sorry, Sabelo, it's Yawn. Y-A-W-N. Okay. Florence, you are supposed to start us off. Gupodla.
It has to do with, excuse me.
I'm sorry, Florence. Florence, but you are supposed to give me. Florence, you are supposed to give me mkondvofana for that word in English. So it's burp. B-U-R-P. And then when I burp, you are going to say, excuse me, okay? Gwenyela, sibisisekile, gwenyela.
Can I have a clue?
Like I was running, or maybe I slipped, and then my joint just dislocated a bit.
Fractured.
Fracture is guphuka. Gwenyela, it's a minor injury. I'm sorry, time up. It is to sprain. Okay. Kutelula, slindile.
Any clue?
When you are a bit tired and then you decide to stand up and utelule. You have been sitting for a very long time. They are saying tilule man. Yebo ke nako ke.
To stretch.
Correct. Celani kukokola. When you have sprained your leg or an ankle, you have sprained your ankle, then utokokola.
You're going to move with one leg.
But I said one word. I'm sorry, it is to hop or limp. Gongengita nonhle.
It's to stutter.
Correct. Gwayama sanesiwe.
Lean.
Correct. Guthetha menzi.
Shout.
Correct. Gomisa nokwanda. Gomisa.
Dry.
Correct. Ketokuhle, yours is gukonona.
Complain.
Correct. Ngulego, yours is gubongelela. Gubongelela.
Praise.
Correct. Mahlubandile, guthumala.
Disappointed.
Correct. Tolagele, kuzuba.
Jumping.
Correct. Tubalake, guhluta.
Short. Water.
Ahubambe na inkukhu wena ungihluthele. Your grandmother will say that.
Short. Removing something that is not wanted.
It is to pluck. P-L-U-C-K. Okay. May I give you your question?
Of course, yes.
Guyagata.
Rinsing.
Correct. That is the end of episode 1, part 3, round 2. Welcome back, viewers at home. This is the elimination time, unfortunately, where one of my friends has to go home. This is the time that I don't like, and I wish I could keep all of you, but I'm sorry, one of you has to go. Tandega, who do you think is going?
Oh no. I'm sad to say it, but you have to forgive me, my dear. I think it's a good leg.
Why him?
Actually, it's not like I don't like you, but it's like most of the answers wasn't correct. Okay, not at all, but you tried, man, but I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, let me get you off the nerves. Mahlubandile, you are going through. Tolagele, you're going through. Tubalake, you're going through. Tandega, you're through. Sabelo, Florence, Busisegile, Slindile, Nonhle, Sanelsiwe, Menzi, Nogwanda, Ketoguhle. So I've left 2 candidates, which is Telani and Ngulego. We are going to have a clash off because one has to go today, okay? I am going to ask you Siswati questions, okay? The Siswati questions we're going to say, when we're going to say, like when I say Eswatini, I mean ngeke uzukubone lokho, ngeke kwendeke, okay? It's when do you use the following Siswati expressions? When I say Eswatini, I mean ngeke uzukubone lokho, ngeke kwendeke, okay? You understand Kuleko? Okay. Tselani, when I say Klipikhololo,
ngicabanga ukuthi usho ukuthi ngeke uzukubone lokho lapho.
okay. Kuleko, ngeke usinikele singaboni.
Kumnandi kakhulu.
Sorry?
Kumnandi kakhulu.
Remember to hold your mic properly. Bavu menzi, Bavu Tselani.
Ngiphinzele.
Bavu. Zumbu.
wo zumbo usho ngicabanga ukuthi sikushona ngabe usho nje intombadaneni uyadlalisela.
Okay. Ayihlabu ngakumisa ngululeko.
Ungambukeleli phansi lomunye umuntu ngakumbuka ngemehlo nje.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Indzawo ngendzawo celani.
Ngisho ukuthi umuntu akaye enzaweni yakhe nabe kahle enzani ngaso yakhe ngisho ukuthi ke nalo iso yakhe linge.
Correct. Kusakusa ngululeko. Kusakusa.
Kusakusa. Sekusile nawe siyakubona.
No, incorrect. As you can see, viewers, we have just had a clash off, and unfortunately, my friend Gulego is leaving today. Gulego, please don't throw the towel. It is not the end of the world for you. Remember, I said it was just a game. So go out there and shine. I believe you have had a lovely experience with your friends here, and I'm sure you've made friends. All right, viewers, let us sing Gulego off. Thank you. That is the end of our show for today. Well, sawubona Gulego kunjani?
Ngiyaphila.
Ngiyaphila nami livise lishaya kancane uphila mbamba.
Hayi. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi ngiphila mbamba.
Well, ngibona nemehlo abovu akangeni yati anjena. Kwendeke na songichazela what happened.
Hayi. Kodwa lokunganani nje ngaphandle kokuthi ukwatile phela. Ngidisappointed kimi. Ngicabanga ukuthi bebanelithemba kimi ngifanga ukuthi nje nabo ngibacekelele phansi.
Uvungazi uthi khona lo bacekele phansi.
Ngicabanga kanjalo.
Well, khona i-question ku round 1, part 1. There was a question labakubute yona nge-curfew, right? So yayati mosinyalo ukuthi i-curfew yini?
Hayi, ngicabanga sengiyayadi ngoba bese bangichazela.
Yini curfew nguleko?
Curfew kuhlala endlini. Ngatuna letikhathi leti tabo corona. Lokuhlala endlini ukuthi uqalelwe isikhathi ukuthi ufike endlini ngasikhathi bani awubese ke sophumela ngephandle because washala leso sikhathi leso.
No, okay. Ngiyabona man ukuthi umoya wakho uphansi, but ke I hope this a gift from Mike Millen, our sponsor, utokhona ukuphakamisa umoya uhambe ujabulile, at least ube ne smile. You are a winner. The fact that you made it here on Brains on the Go, it actually shows ukuthi you are the winner. It's not the end of the road, good Lego. Angishaya ngesmile before you go. Just well, thank you so much, Ngulego. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You're right. So with me is Ngulego's teacher, Miss Lamini. Hello, Miss Lamini. How are you?
Hello, Banantle.
How are you?
I was fine in the morning. Things have changed now. I'm a bit sad.
Well, I understand. So tell me, what do you think was Ngulego's downfall?
Nerves, and then he lost his confidence after losing out on the first question. I think I could see his anxiety levels were actually rising. Watching him from the floor, you could tell that he was a bit stressed after just missing the first question. And the second one, when that happened also, he got even more frustrated and he actually lost focus.
Well, okay. What are your thoughts about Brains on the Go?
Oh, Brains on the Go, it's a very interesting show. I'm happy for the experience to have been here. It's a beautiful competition. It actually exposes the kids to say they should not just be absorbed into their growing, but they should also be aware of what is happening in their environment.
Thank you so much, Ms. Namini, and would you please continue supporting him? It's been an honor having you.
It's been my pleasure to be here as well. Thank you.
Being eliminated on the first episode of Brains on the Go doesn't really mean you're a loser. It just means you unlocking on bigger things. Ngulego, we hope that you are not as disappointed, probably as you should be, or emotional. You should know that you are an inspiration to most. Till then, we on Brains on the Go will see you next week.